Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. So this is a game that may or may not look good. Epic voice crack there, may or may not look good on 1080p on the YouTube here, but we'll see how well we can do. Now, I have recorded this game in the past. However, it was with my old Game Boy Advanced, and they released this game on the Wii U a while ago, so now I'm going to be re-recording it on there, and I'm not going to do a full-blown walkthrough. I think this time I'll just do a Let's Play playthrough thing. But as I should say before, for anybody who doesn't know, this is my favorite game of all time, and I was amazed that this game came out in 2003, because I remember the day it came out. I remember playing it in Target, like before we could download demos. You'd go and you'd play demos on the Game Boy Advance. They had there attached to Target, like kind of how they do it at Best Buy with the 3DS today. And I wanted that game so badly, got it for Christmas, was so happy. I guess I didn't get it right when it came out, but this was a game that I spent so much time on when I was younger, and I cannot believe it's 13 years since that came out, and man. So, the final boss, even to this day, still gives me trouble in this game, so we'll see how well that goes, but I've played it enough at this point, I'm probably not going to have too many issues, although jokes end near the end. One of the areas near the end is still evil. Anyway, this first couple of videos are probably going to be pretty boring, because there's not a whole lot going on except some pretty interesting cutscenes. Oh, and this also means I'm going to be done with Ratchet & Clank games. I thought I was going to get through all the Ratchet & Clank games, but I just don't think I can record all of them. And of course there's Mario inside the shower. I always love that. Poor Toad. Poor Toad, man. So this is the first kind of fighting sequence we get, and of course it's versus Bowser, kind of messed that up. Now, I've never actually played this on the Wii U, so the controls may be a little bit weird to get used to. They are kind of odd, but I'm just going to skip through all these tutorials, which if it's your first time playing this, you'll probably want to pay attention, but basically you just try to push A right before you jump on this guy. If you've ever played Super Mario RPG, it's similar to that in a lot of ways, but... And if you've never played a game in the Mario and Luigi series, you're missing out, because if you think all Mario games are the same, you should try these ones. Okay, Bowser, and we're going to be facing Bowser a few times throughout this game. I gotta get better at jumping on him, jeez. But at first, he's not really going to be a whole lot of effort, just a couple of jumps, and we can tell by Luigi's waving his hat that we are near the end here of this little fight. And now we gotta talk to Princess Peach more. Okay, so this is pretty much the only time we're going to be spending here in Beanbean Kingdom, but this guy wants us to super jump, which is pretty much the only time Mario can jump that high on his own. And there's a few things we can get here. So this guy's gonna want a precious belonging, and you don't actually have to talk to him about it, but we're gonna see if we can make it over to that jump there. That ledge always gave me issues when I first played this game because it's kind of a long jump. And then I think, yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is a 1-up mushroom, and I think he lets me keep it. Yep. Or I gave him the precious belonging and he rewarded me with a 1-up. I'm not really sure. Let's not learn about action icons. That's just what shows up in the top right of the screen there. Then we'll grab this mushroom for this guy. So then we get a mushroom and a super mushroom. I think if you tell that guy no, it's not for him, then you just get the mushroom. But mushrooms are going to be useful. We'll see if I even need to use them that much. And then this guy will give us something later on, so we gotta tell him where Bowser went, which is that away, upwards. And we'll run into him later. What's this sign say? Luigi will stay home to guard the home front. So there's Luigi, and he's going to be following us for a little bit. So these are the save books that I actually really like this as a save system. I don't know why a lot of games have a hard time doing good save systems. I think to be a good save, you either need to have dedicated save spots like this, or they need to let you save anywhere like in Skyrim. It should be one or the other. None of this autosave garbage. I hate that crap. Anyway, let's continue on. Oh yes, Toadsworth. Now we're gonna get our suitcase. 100 coins, which sounds like a lot, but it's not really going to end up being too useful, and we'll see why here in a couple of, probably about an hour actually. So the Koopa Cruiser is a little bit lengthy, although this is going by a little bit faster than I remember. We're only at about 7 minutes, and then that guy's there early, so let's see what Bowser wants us to do here. Okay, so I think that I'm gonna probably end this first video about here, because it'll probably take about 10 minutes to get through this castle, or this ship, and then get to the next area. But first I'm gonna complain a little bit about the next Mario and Luigi games. Now, I really hate Partners in Time, and Partners in Time is the second in the Mario and Luigi series, and the reason I hate Partners in Time is actually because of the suitcase. Now, the suitcase isn't so bad. I mean, it's fine in pretty much all the Mario and Luigi games, and it's fine in Superstar Saga, it's fine in Partners in Time. The problem with Partners in Time is that the suitcase talks to you. And this may not be a problem, you may not think it's an issue, but the problem with the suitcase talking to you is that that stupid suitcase is going to be your huge tutorial helper throughout the whole entirety of Partners in Time. There's a few times when outside people and people who aren't the suitcase actually help you out, but generally when it comes to tutorials and Partners in Time, it's your dang stupid suitcase telling you everything. Now, why is that bad? Because it's just the suitcase. In Superstar Saga, the suitcase can't talk to you. It's just a physical, actual suitcase. So to give you tutorials, they have to have individual, different characters give you different tutorials, and I'll point this stuff out when we get to them, and you'll be seeing this as we go, and as a result of that, you wind up having a ton of different interesting characters inside Superstar Saga that just flat out don't exist in Partners in Time. Now, they sort of remedied this a tiny bit in Bowser's Inside Story and Dream Team, the other Mario and Luigi games, but you still get that stupid star thing that follows you everywhere, and she's also pretty annoying as crap, so I still say that, and this is even shown by Navi in Ocarina of Time, when you have something attached to you that ends up being your tutorial, then the game is degraded greatly than it would have been if they didn't attach anything to you and if they would have invented other ways of giving you those tutorials. So again, I'll be pointing this out as I play through Superstar Saga, but my hate for Partners in Time is so deep, I am never playing that game ever again, so I unfortunately won't be able to point out the things that are wrong with that one. And there's so much wrong with Partners in Time, but I'm not going to stain this playthrough with my hate for that game. We're just going to stick around with the good, really spectacularly good one, which is Superstar Saga. And of course, I cannot wait for the new one. I always forget what it's called. I think it's Paper Jam. Cannot wait for that one, and that was part of my motivation of wanting to record this game again. So anyway, that'll be it for this video. We will continue on this playthrough with hopefully less rants in future videos, and we'll see how long it takes to get through this game.